Hey there everyone, my name is Reid and I want to welcome you to Collecting Music Cards right here on the Cardboard Portfolio channel. Today we're tackling the question, should I get my music cards graded? Well, grading any type of collectible card in general has become a hot topic in the collectors community. Not always without controversy and strong opinions, and in this video we'll explore the pros and cons to help you make an informed decision. So let's jump right in.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
To start off, let's briefly explain what card grading is. Card grading involves sending your cards to a professional grading company such as PSA, BGS, SGC to have them evaluated for their condition, authenticity, and overall quality. The company assigns a grade to each card based on various factors like centering, corners, edges, surface, and notable flaws or damage. Now let's dive into the benefits of getting your music cards graded. Number 1, authentication. Grading adds an extra layer of authentication to your cards. With counterfeit cards becoming more prevalent in other card markets, having a professionally graded card provides assurance to buyers and collectors that the card is genuine. Number 2, condition assessment. Grading companies use standardized grading scales to assess the condition of your cards. This objective evaluation helps determine the card's quality, identify potential flaws, and provides a universal grading language that collectors understand. Number 3, increased value. Grading cards quantifies what your card is in regard to value and condition. And graded cards often command higher prices in the marketplace. The assigned grade, especially for rare or highly sought-after cards, can significantly impact the card's value. Collectors are often willing to pay a premium for graded cards due to the confidence it instills. While there are definite advantages to grading, let's explore some considerations and potential drawbacks to grading. Number 1, cost. Grading services come at a cost. The fee varies based on factors like the grading company, the card's value, and the desired turnaround time. For lower value cards, the cost of grading may outweigh any potential increase in value. Number 2, rarity and demand. Not all cards benefit equally from grading. If you own cards that are already rare, highly sought after, or in pristine condition, the impact of grading on their value may be minimal. Research the market demand for your specific cards before deciding. Number 3, consistency and performance of the grading company. Grading involves not only precise inspection and attention to detail, but human interaction and opinion as well. This is a huge subject for another day, but consistency of all grading companies is under fire and has soured many people in regard to grading their cards. I promise you, we will dive deeper into the consistency of grading card companies on another day. It's too big of a subject to handle in just this video. So now that we've covered the key considerations, how can you make an informed decision about grading your music cards? Number 1, card value and rarity. Evaluate the rarity and market demand for your cards. If you own high value or potentially valuable cards, grading may be a worthwhile investment to maximize their market appeal and protection. Number 2, condition assessment. Assess the condition of your cards honestly. If your cards exhibit noticeable flaws or damage, grading can help determine their true market value. Number 3, long-term goals. Consider your long-term goals as a collector. If preserving your cards in the best possible condition and potentially increasing their value over time aligns with your goals, grading could be a suitable option for you. With all this in mind, deciding whether to get your music cards graded is a personal choice. Depends on factors such as card value, rarity, condition, and your long-term goals as a collector. Grading offers benefits like authentication, condition assessment, and increased market value, but it also comes with costs and potential drawbacks. Remember, the most important aspect of collecting is to enjoy the hobby. Whether you choose to grade your cards or not, the thrill of collecting and the joy it brings should always be at the forefront. In case you're curious as to where I stand on grading, well, for the last few decades, I have collected music cards without even having a single one graded. In 2022, things changed a little for me when I wanted to get more involved with my collection and collecting in general. Up until then, my collection hibernated safely in boxes without too much interaction from me. It was at that time when I made a decision to start taking some of my collection to local sports card and non-sports card shows to buy, sell, and trade in an effort to enhance my overall collection. This new plan of mine did not come without apprehension. My reservation with this move was based on not wanting to take unprotected raw cards in and out of showcases and subject them to additional and possible dangerous handling. This is when I made the decision to get a portion of my collection graded. As a result, the past year and a half, I have graded roughly 500 of my music cards through PSA. This gave me the confidence to bring those cards out into public, knowing that they are not only protected and quantified in regard to condition and value, but most importantly, it put me at ease knowing that the card I am potentially going to put in someone else's possession is an authentic, unaltered, legitimate specimen of that card or sticker. In any form of collecting, it's always been important to me to make sure that the person I am trading with or selling to actually gets what they think they are getting. I'd like to share 2 grading stories with you that will illustrate the benefit of grading cards where I didn't end up getting what I was promised. I lost money, but you'll probably agree, saved me from future embarrassment. Neither of these stories involve music cards, but they very well could have been music cards nonetheless. My first story involves me going to the Shipshewana, Indiana Sports Card Show a couple years back, and after an exhaustive search for music cards turned up very little that day, I ended up buying a 1993 Upper Deck Derek Jeter foil rookie card. I paid a few $100s for the card because after close inspection it appeared to me that it could probably grade very high. Well, my grading submission on that card didn't turn out too well. It turned out that the card was trimmed, ever so slightly, but nonetheless trimmed. Trimming is when someone cuts off part of the card in order to hide either chipping or a damaged corner or a mark on the edge of the card. Sometimes it's done ever so slightly to where you can't even notice it. I actually ended up submitting this card to PSA twice, thinking they may have made a mistake the first time, and both times it came back to me as did not meet minimum size requirements. I even ended up sending it to SGC for my third submission on that card to only get it back as an authentic card, but still did not meet minimum size requirements. Here's that card right now. My second story involves an eBay purchase of a couple years ago when I purchased 6 1993 Topps Derek Jeter rookies. These cards I really intended to shove in a box and forget about them, but they were so nice when I got them, I ended up sending them in for grading. I paid about $200 to have these 6 cards graded, plus the additional money I put out to originally buy the cards. And all 6 cards turned out to be counterfeit cards. These are the 6 cards right here. These cards are virtually worthless. These stories illustrate that one day I would have passed these along to someone else unknowingly, which could have caused me huge embarrassment and could have lost that unsuspecting buyer hundreds of dollars. I'll also add that of the over 500 music cards I have submitted to PSA for grading, they never found a single counterfeit or altered card or sticker. And being that I have collected these from all over the world for the past 3 decades, well, I feel those are pretty good numbers. But as the popularity of music cards inevitably rises, this may not always be the case. Well, I hope this video has provided valuable insights to help you make a more informed decision. Yeah, I think that says it all. I want to thank you for stopping by and taking your time to watch this video. I hope you enjoy all the videos as they are posted. If you think you may want to learn more about music cards, and if you're looking forward to more videos, hit the button and subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to take a peek at some of my personal collection online, you can find it on my website at www.cardboardportfolio.com. And if you're excited about being part or becoming part of this community, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what you have to say. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.